Alright, hello all you beautiful people and welcome. We got some more Shadow Hearts and this time we are playing on the hopefully new and improved updated emulator. Um I went and worked on it. For those that are watching this on the YouTube side of things, you probably saw like a jump at the beginning of the last stream, so I cut off the technical difficulties, but for the people here on the stream, we were struggling with some problems. So hopefully those are erased. I also made sure I transferred the saves to the new emulator as well. And if you can see already, the textures on the lettering looks fantastic. So it's absolutely the new emulator. So the game's gonna look better, feel better, and play better. So hopefully we're not gonna have any problems. I went and messed around for a good while, like a good while, to try and see if I can. Like I was changing almost every single setting to see which one could I adjust to make it so that the game runs much better without the stuttering, the slow motion, the frame cuts, the weird animation, stuff like that. Um, and I think I finally found it. So I'm gonna hop in, and hopefully it's not gonna do what it did last time, where once I started streaming, it got bad. All right, so let me state safe so that way we don't get into any encounters. I can just reload this. Look, this is the new emulator. This is perfect. Like this is great, and it looks great too. Like look at these textures. It's so much easier to read. Like I said last time, granted, this side is gonna always be hard to read. This is just the way the devs made this. This is kind of hard to read, but everything else looks pretty good. There's like a few things here and there, like in the title screen, which I didn't point out, but also you could barely make it out. Some lines that indicate like some of the like icons or text and stuff like that. You can see some of that, but barely noticeable at all. So I really do not care. But hopefully now we should be all okay, and let's just get going. All we had to do from last time was just climb up the ladder because we fought the boss. We we figured out where the button was, and all we got to do is get out of here. I really don't know what's gonna be happening. Obviously, like I said, many times this is the first playthrough of Shadow Hearts for me, so I don't know what's gonna happen. We're gonna be playing through the first playthroughs of Shadow Hearts 1, 2, and 3. So yeah, let's go and see how the series goes. This is the best time in the year to play it too. Spooktober. Okay. Hey, Tiny, come back. Hmm? Oh, the mutt ran away, huh? Forget about him, Alice. He's just happy to be outside. But okay, fine. Where are we? We just went from like being in the city to this like private airspace or something like that. Bow wow wow. Bow wow. Huh? A stray dog. You lost, boy? Hmm? Oh, it's the Japanese. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Japanese troops. It's them! The wanted terrorists from Fengtian! By the way, real quick side note. In this game, the Japanese are, from what we've seen so far, really evil. So far they're like the people that we gotta be careful of. They're like the enemies of the game. I don't really know, we don't really know like the story behind it. Like maybe they're not the actual bad guys, but we don't know because we're still early in. We're only 3.5 hours into the actual game itself, so we're still learning. But for now, we're trying to avoid these people, and unfortunately, we're not having the best of luck with that. Sound the alarm. Prepare for battle. Inform Lieutenant Colonel Kawashima immediately. Tch, damn dog. Must have been their dog. Looks like we've got no choice but to fight. This should be fun. I doubt it's their dog, but you never know. Also, I turned up the volume a little bit higher, so I hope you guys can hear it. I'll turn it up just a little bit more, but I hope you guys can hear this a little bit better, because I felt like when I was watching the VODs of the last stream, it felt like it was a little bit low than I would like it. I raised it up a little bit, so hopefully it's not blowing eardrums, but from what I see, it's right in the middle, so it's pretty good. I just want it to be a bit louder. Anyways. Let's hit this one, I guess. It's the same people. Oh yeah, and because the new PCSX2 emulator, the updated version has less input delay than the one I was playing on. Getting the timing right on the judgment rings is so much better. What did you have again? Oh yeah, that's right. We're not gonna need it. If we killed them in less than 50 HP, or 51 HP, then we should be okay. We're just normals. We're not gonna be okay if we miss our hits, though. Gotta hit them with the book. Alright. I'm gonna keep looking at the audio for you guys, so that way it's not too low but not too high either. No, some parts of this game has low audio, so if it gets really low at times, it's really not me. Anyways, as you guys can see, we have no stuttering here, so that's really good to see. And yeah, hopefully this one works out. Damn, they're tough. Keep your guard up. Uh-oh. We got more. Oh yeah, look at the models, by the way. I want you to just look at that. You can actually see Yuri's face so much better. His face was always this blurry kind of mess. Now it looks so much better. Yeah, it's just really good now. Hit them with the book. Knock it back. Don't worry, we got a gun of our own. I missed the third one. But it's okay. It should kill him, right? Yeah, it should. Alright. Any level ups? Oh my god, Margaret is right there. Come on. Or is that... No, that's the HP bar. Oh, okay, I see. No, Alice is right there. Alice. I'm looking at the blue bar like if that's the XP bar, but no, it's not. Over so soon? They're hardly worth their salaries. What do we do now? Reinforcements are going to be here any minute. Right. No time to waste. Let's grab that plane of ours. Oh! Well, that's, that plan went... that plan went south immediately. Hey, Alice, you okay? Yes, I'm alright. Another kaboom? What the hell's going on? Uh-oh, she spotted something. The plane, it blew up. Eek! What the heck? The dog is on fire. Hehehe. Why, there's nothing to fear, girl. I'm just your cute little dog, Tiny. Uh-oh. The dog is talking? You're the one that blew up the plane, aren't you? And just as we were about to make our escape. As if I'm gonna go chasing you halfway across the continent. I think not. You're coming with me. The heathen girl, that is. Who are you? This evil aura. So you're the one that's been watching us ever since the sewers. That's correct. Oh, I get it. You're Bacon. What, did you get reincarnated as a dog after I killed you on the train? this this is too much. How unbelievably lame. No, foolish boy. How dare you mention me in the same breath as that charlatan? You want to know who I am? Not that you zeros are even worthy of hearing my name. Let's see. Is it tiny after all? What? That does it, you wench. I can't follow all this. Look, buddy, I don't know who you are, but we don't have time to chew the fat. Eh, I will not stand for this. You shall repent. Taste my wrath. The wrath of Dehuai. I think that's how you pronounce that. Dehuai. Oh. He transformed into this. He's no longer tiny anymore. Alright, let me fuse into Raging Tiger. I want to test what's the damage difference between a really good timed normal attacks versus flying stones. That's a good question. So let me do some normals. Good attacks. Oh, like 32, 16, 17, around like close to 80, or just about a little bit over 80. Let's just say the 80 HP damage area. I absolutely need to heal. There is no doubt about that. I'm gonna heal Alice first, and then Alice will heal Margaret. Probably. Because that actually hurt a lot. Like, a lot. Yuri should be able to survive. Just that he's a little bit less than 50% HP, but that's because he took a bit of damage from the 2 battles previously. Alright, so around the 80 HP damage zone, let's say I get a good Flying Stone. Perfect Flying Stone. What is the damage? 68. It's much better to do normals. Breath of Fire, those are good. Those are amazing games. Play Breath of Fire. I will show that game whenever I have the opportunity. Freaking amazing games. Some of my favorite games. Like, of all time. You guys gotta play Breath of Fire. We're gonna be streaming those games one of these days. One of these days. Let me heal Yuri. Let's cure Yuri. Margaret should be able. No, she's not. She's like 2 HP off. She'll get killed. She definitely will get killed. I'll just... We gotta output some damage, though. Good crit. Yeah, that's another thing that special attacks won't have. They won't be able to crit. Alright, a buff. That's the perfect thing that they could have done there. Because I'm gonna be able to go and heal Margaret. Ooh, some pretty good timings. Alright. Oh man, I got a little bit better. I start getting anxious once I get to that second one because it's kind of small. Alright, Margaret. And I gotta remember, if the fight gets to where Alice gets 1 SP left, we gotta make sure we heal that up. He'll get her back to 5 SP because we found out when you get to 0 SP, you absolutely get the worst thing possible. You become berserk, and essentially when you become berserk, you have no control of the character anymore, and they can attack both friend or foe, and it's just they're just doing whatever actions they want. That's fine. Single target attacks are the best thing you could do. Um. Oh man, tried my best. I tried. Alright. I don't know if the boss is dying or is it just that's the battle stance that it has. Okay. Okay, that was a lot of damage. Alright, I'm gonna use this turn I'm gonna use Margaret's turn to recover the SP of Alice. I wonder if there's a way to boost SP in this game. Like max SP, I mean. Would have been good to get that perfect timing. You could win straight to 5. The extra turn would have been nice. Yes, we did it. We didn't even need to use the extra turns on Alice anyways, so we kind of wasted the SP counter. But it's okay. And besides, we didn't really waste it. I wouldn't say. Okay, just natural level ups. This is the first time when Alice leveled up, she gained SP. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good. There has to be some accessories out there too. Equipment. Alright, everyone leveled up. Hopefully we gain some new moves, like on specifically like Alice, for example. I would like some more moves on her. Margaret might be a character that leaves us, so I kind of want to make sure that Alice gets up there. Now I get it. So this mutt's actually some wretched old geezer named Dehuai. Giving yourself away like that. Real smart, Dehuai. He seems to know about Roger Bacon. Not only that, but the song is beautiful, by the way. He seems to know about me, too. Hey, come on, you two. We gotta stay on our toes. I know a little something about that Dehuai character. I'll tell you about it later. In the meantime, I'll look for a plane we can use. Be right back. I like this song right here. Geez, Alice, you sure are popular with older guys. You do have that whole innocence thing going on. Or maybe it's because you have some big secret. Ooh, don't look at me that way. Oh, I guess you found the plane. Sounds like it. The engine's being revved up back there. Yep, that was fast. Hey, you guys, look what I found. What do you think? Pretty nifty, eh? It was abandoned, I think. But it started when I gave it a swift kick. It was a very fast swift kick. Very swift indeed. Oh yeah, that's a hand-me-down, alright. You want us to ride in it? Bingo. Stop your chattering, kids, and hop in. Yeah. Hop in. Make sure we get that state save. Damn. Is this thing made for midgets or what? And what's with the squeaking? Will it really fly? Whoa! Oh, I'm so sorry, Yuri. No problem. You're plenty light, Alice. Don't you two get all cuddly on me now. This is it. Hold on tight. In actuality, those planes can really only fit like 2 people max. It's just 2-seaters. Yo, Margaret. Maybe this plane wasn't such a hot idea. It's really shaking. Eek! There's no turning back now. Come on, Yuri. You're a boy, for God's sakes. Show a little gumption. Gumption? Interesting. Here goes. Full throttle. And we have liftoff. And we already arrived. Oh, no, that was the Kawashima. It appears we are moments too late, and the garrison has failed to stop them, I see. Just how far do they think they can get in that rusty heap? Amusing little fools. Lieutenant Colonel, the pursuit planes are prepared to fire. With your permission, we can shoot them down. No need to waste ammunition. They'll crash before they get too far. One thing does surprise me, however. I never imagined they'd be involved with that Malkovich. I apologize about the statue of our troops, Lieutenant Colonel. Or the state of our troops, I'm sorry. Don't worry about it. I'm heading for Dalian? Make the preparations. Probably Dalian. I suppose we shall have I suppose we shall have to set traps for them, then lay patiently and wait. Yes, ma'am. Understood. Alright. Now we're in Dalian. We should be able to save here, right? Yes, we can. Let's save, and it looks like the emulator's working perfectly. Alright. The only drawback is that the text up here stays up here for way too long, but that is a small price to pay for the massive overhaul that's so much better than the previous emulator. Yuri, slow down, honey. You're going to fall. What is this, his mom? Oh, yeah, it is. It has to be. Young Yuri. Don't worry, Mom. Oh, yeah. Mom. I'm fine. I'm just gonna go tell Dad it's supper time. He's been working so hard. He must be hungry. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot that we already met his dad. Oh, young Yuri was rocking that mask. And then his dad took it, I guess. You're out of breath, boy. Did you run all the way here? Mom says supper's ready. Oh, well, I could use a break. There's still so many left. Can you really see it all by summer? Sure. Winter's much harsher here on the continent than in Katsuragi, where you were born. First, we work to plant lots of seeds. Then in fall, we split the harvest with everyone from town. If we all work hard and help each other out, we can make it through even the toughest of winters. Understand? Yep. Say, Dad, will you have to go away again in fall to work? For how long? Will you be back soon? It's okay, Dad. I can wait for you, 'cause I'm a man. But Mom's different. She's a girl, so she misses you. She tries to hide it, but I can tell how sad she is. Dang. If your child is noticing that, then that's rough. I know. I feel terrible about doing this to you and your mother. Yuri, you look after Mom when I'm away, alright? I guess he dies. Because, he died. We don't know how he died. But we know that he's dead right now. This is probably what happened here. I'll try to come back before winter. Okay, I promise. Come back soon, okay? Of course. I promise, too. Come on. Mom's waiting. Uh-oh. The voice is back. As the young searches his father's... You also face your destiny. In Shanghai. You can hear it, actually. It's so low volume, but you can hear the actual, sentence. What's the point of breaking up the text, then? I'm gonna listen. So next time we hear the mysterious voice, I'm gonna hear the sentence closely, so I'm gonna be a little bit silent whenever those come up next time. And then I'm gonna repeat what I heard back. It is so low volume. I don't know if you guys will be able to make it out on... I was probably talking over it, but... you can hear some... You can hear a voice talk. It's a woman talking. Yuri, wake up. Please wake up. Huh? What? Something happened? Did something happen? I'll say it did. How can you possibly sleep at a time like this, sonny boy? Time like what? Huh? The engine's busted? Yuri, I heard what you said in your sleep. You were saying, Dad, they're coming to kill Mom. Help! You seem to be in so much pain. Look here, Missy. This is no time for casual discourse on somniloquy? I don't know. I've never read that word in my life. We're gonna crash! Crash, I tell you! Hey! Eek! Oh gosh. Oh, and in the water too. That sucks. Hopefully we'll... okay. I was about to say, hopefully we got close enough to an island or something. Man, I thought we were done for. Me too. I can't believe we made it in one piece. I never dreamed we'd crash. Never in a million years. Who would have thunk it, huh? What a gutless plane that was. I thought we'd at least get past Dalian. Oh. Oh, she does. Oh. Now, you know, I didn't make the connection last stream, but now I see. Her laugh is now, oh, it's, oh. She's one of those. All right. I'll make sure to imitate the best I can. I don't expect anything great. Forget Dalian. You almost brought us a one-way ticket to hell. I like this song. This song was playing in the cannibal village, and I liked it there too. Don't glare at me, you two. That's not very nice. Come on, look on the bright side. We're all still here, right? Alright, now we are playing. I already see a chest, so let me go and grab that. You received the lottery ticket. Also, let me turn my fan down. Don't need it too high right now. Alright, so let's talk to this guy here. Man with turtle. Gosh darn it. My turtle's run away somewhere in this bush. Is there anything I can do? I'll help if we trade something, sure. Really? Please look for it. I'll definitely get something for you. Ah. There's something here. Here he is. Oh, that was fast. Oh, that's him. That's the turtle I was looking for. Yuri hands over the turtle. Thank you so much. As thanks, please take this. You received the lottery ticket. Nice. We gotta find an NPC that will use the lottery ticket. They said that they're scattered about. But first, let me save real fast. And like I said, I do want to see what happens when you get your malice really low. Like, I know about this the Grim Reaper stuff, but how strong is it? And second of all, is there any good sides to having bad malice, like all this negative malice? Or is it just all negatives because of the Grim Reaper? That's the question I want to figure out. Anyways, let me state safe so that way if we accidentally progress the story and end up leaving the area on accident, I can just load it up so I can continue talking to NPCs and try to cash in lottery tickets and buy equipment and stuff like that. Yeah, I get chills just thinking about it. Okay. Remember to run around and kind of like, there's like these invisible items that you can't really see, so want to make sure you run around until you get that blue question mark appear over your head. Welcome. Say, we don't get many travelers around here anymore. Please relax and enjoy yourselves. Alright, here's a restaurant. Here's equipment that we can put on. I specifically want like weapon and actual armor equipment. That's kind of what I would prefer to have. So I want to make sure I find that first, and then we go to this. I don't know if there's one in this town, so let's just keep an eye on it. And let's get this guy who's just walking in place. Hey, if you want to learn more about Lily, you should go see Mother. You should go see Mother. She knows way more than we do. I'm pretty sure I saw her walking towards the inn. She probably went to see Yen Yen. Poor kid. The inn? It's right across this restaurant. Okay. I guess that he was talking about. I thought he was trying to say like little, like little, but I guess not. Not too long ago, there was construction started to make this port into something big and modern. But since this ghost trouble, it's come to a standstill. Of course, that's made a lot of people happy. They don't want to see their precious port turned into some steel monstrosity. Yeah, I would imagine so. I don't think I've seen you folks around here before. You travelers? Take my advice. You get yourselves to an inn before the sun goes down, then stay in your rooms. Why, you say? Because the Port of Dalian's under a curse. An evil spirit's been preying on us. Interesting. What's the world coming to? I can't even dry my fish properly anymore. I guess all the kids run like this. Sea Mother said the monsters come because people don't take care of the sea like they should. Okay. Did you hear about the ghost? That's right. The girl that comes out when the sun goes down. She comes with the mist and brings monsters. So many have died because of her curse. Who's it gonna be tonight? Lord have mercy. Alright. Anything down here? No. I don't think there is any weapon and equipment merchant in this town. So I'm gonna go ahead and just buy the accessories. I did a state save there, so just in case I'm wrong, I could go ahead and just do a quick load up. But for now, I'm pretty set on getting all this. Make sure I get the cap and the belt first, and these are +1s. Trophy money. Oh, trophy money up 20%, but get item chance. Okay, you get more money, but your item rate goes down, or you can have a reverse. Interesting. Okay. Alright, so what I'm going to focus is getting the leather belts. We're going to grab 3 of them. Let's see if we can discount these. I mean, getting the timing right on those are really easy, so I'm never really too concerned. Alright, we got those discounts. Now we're going to go to the equipment for all of us and put that on. It was the leather cap. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to sell. Oh, we had an extra leather cap? That sucks. Oh, I didn't put on her the... Whoops. Oh my god, oh my god. Wait, what? Okay. Raises attack power. Okay, that's why. So, you can't have 2 defense increasing equipments. You can't have 2 attack increasing equipments. You gotta have one or the other. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, oh my god, I'm getting a phone calls from scams. We're gonna go ahead and sell all of this. Let's raise the price on the selling. It looks like the judgment ring is slightly getting smaller. It's so that you mess up, because once you start messing up the timings, you immediately lose the guild card and you gotta get another one. I think that's what like the value of the guild card just gets like removed. This casual belt is pretty good actually. Hold on. Yeah, put that on. Okay. That is pretty good. And so these I don't know, the judgment ring looks like it's getting very like slightly smaller. And I really do mean very, very, very slightly. I'll hold on to the rest. Anything else in here that piques my interest? Not really, to be honest. I'm not too crazy about the plus ones and getting extra, increased rates on that. I don't care about poison. Confusion and paralysis suck. So let's see if I can do... What do I have on the third equipment? Paralysis or Yuri? Star Brooch? Yeah, no thank you. Star Brooch increases physical defense and special defense. I'll just lose the plus one physical defense, but that to me does not matter. I will buy the paralysis one for her. It's a lot though. Yeah, it definitely is getting smaller. We knocked off a whole 300 off of it. Yeah, to me, paralysis is just very scary. Confusion is also a scary detriment, but paralysis, just not having a turn sucks. Anyways, I'll keep the pedometer because I want to see what the pedometer really does. I know that you can cash it in for some prizes, but until I find out what I can really cash it in for, and how easy is it to like, we only played for just a little bit. Do we get a whole bunch of do we get a massive increase in the pedometers, like steps, to be able to get like rewards, or is it super slow? Maybe it's like actual steps, like for your characters. I don't know. Are you going to the inn? Fine, but don't bother Sea Mother. She's the only person we can depend on now. Interesting. The Sea Mother is here. I guess it's that woman that's praying on the side. Another victim of the curse. It's so awful, I can't bear to watch. Yuri, do you think that old woman is... Yeah, looks like it. Mumble mumble. Oh almighty God, I beseech you, prolong this boy's life, I beg of thee. Mumble. Ah, ugh, it hurts. Brother, ask the mother to... Hang in there, Yen Yen. Don't give up. You're gonna be alright. Please, Sea Mother, you've gotta do something. He's the only family I have. Yen Yen, I can't help you. You fought very hard. You're a brave, brave boy. You can't say that, Sea Mother. Oh God, Yen Yen. I'm sure it was very difficult, but it'll soon be over. I do not possess the power to eliminate Lili's curse. Forgive me, Yen Yen. Uh, uh, uh. This is horrible. Cursed and killed by someone's hate. Yen Yen! Yen Yen! No! Yep, Yen Yen is dead. Spirits in the heavens. Spirits in the heavens. Our proud fisherman will be coming under your care. Please be good to him. Thank you, Sea Mother. At least I won't have to worry about Yen Yen losing his way. Damn you, Lili. How can you be so unthinkably cruel to your village, to our village? She notices something in Alice. One burial after another. Are you guests? I'm sorry. Please leave me be. I guess we're gonna be tracking down the mother, but let me check this place out real fast. These are tumultuous times. Tumultuous? I hope I'm saying that right. Why don't you take a look at the weapons and armor downstairs? Oh, great. You see? I'm sorry, but please leave me be. Oh, yeah. There's an item here. Oh, no, this is just the actual place to buy. Well, well, customers. We've got good stuff, so take a look around. Oh, God. I used a lot of money back there. Okay, we only need to buy 2 things and we can definitely buy it. We don't buy anything for her at all. And there's no new weapons at all. And we're still buying the same armor. Alright, that's good. So let's go ahead and discount this. Alright. And discount this one. Alright. Let's go ahead and equip the new armor. We really needed new armor because we were getting wrecked by almost everything. So when you skip out on armor, you're gonna really pay the price. We learned that when we were going through the sewers. Anyways, let's go ahead and sell the old weapons and equipment that we have here. So let's sell the old gun. Alright. And sell the old armors that we just took off. Alright. Alright. Not much of an increase with those, but hey, it's an increase. So I'll take it. And that's really it, right? Yeah, that's it. That's good, though. We managed to at least have a weapons and armor increase. Seal of the ore received. What is that? Maximum MP increases by 3 to 5 points. Interesting. I don't think Alice really needs that. I think if we get a black mage, like if we get Zuzen as a permanent party member, that'd be fantastic. But for someone like Alice, who doesn't really use much at all, like her heal is only 6, and her MP is 141, until she gets something better, like something more expensive, or something of the sort, or we get a black mage into our party like Zuzen, I'm gonna hold on to it for the time being. You can't go in there. Okay, there's a chest here though. Okay. So if this place ends up going to hell by the like spirits or whatever that's about to happen when it gets to nighttime, come back in there because we might be able to actually grab that. Oh, it's nighttime right now. And no one is on the streets, as they said that you should not. Save the game, because we're going to be prepared for some craziness right now. Oh yeah, look at that. What the heck is that? Hey! Hey you! The sun's gone down. Shouldn't you be inside? Oh my god, his eye. Everyone's so scared of me. They won't open their doors. Oh lord. That guy's scary. That voice! You must be Lily! That's right. What a pretty voice. My voice used to be like that too. Even prettier, maybe. It's you, isn't it? The evil spirit that comes out when the sun goes down. I thought I smelled the monster. Right, let's see what you got. What's the point? I only have business with her. So the sacrifice for tonight? You. Oh my god! Eek! She got struck by lightning! At sunset tomorrow, the girl will die. All you can do is sit by and watch. I think that's the curse. The curse that Lily died to there. Or Yen Yen it was. I said Yen Yen in the house, but it's actually Lily. How glorious. She'll be in agony until the very moment of her death. The same agony I tasted. Stop! Wait! You little... Alice! God damn it all to hell! Uh-oh, Alice. Alice, wake up! Alice! There's Sea Mother. Sea Mother? Help us! Please! It can't be. But it is. That sound. You saw Lily, didn't you? The girl is in grave danger. Bring her inside, hurry. Alright. Sorry about that, needed the water break. It's the same as Yen Yen and all the others. Lily's curse has pierced deeply into her tiny body. But what can we do, Sea Mama? Sea Mama. There's gotta be something. Please. Calm yourself. I've called upon a warlock more powerful than I. He should arrive soon. Wait, warlock? That could be Roger. That could be Roger Bacon. And yet fate is cruel. This girl seems to bear a destiny similar to Lily's. You lost your beloved father, did you? In a foreign land far, far away. Poor girl. Did Lily lose her father too? Yes, but under different circumstances. Fate has dealt them both a terrible hand indeed. So who is this Lily? Why did she turn into a ghost, and why is she menacing this town? Curious, are you? About her tragic tale? Yes, I suppose you should hear this. Indeed, it seems to me that Lily may have drawn you here. It will be a long story, though. Fine. Go on. Lily. Her fate was cursed. 15 years ago, there was a sudden tornado that sank many, many ships. Lily's father was on one of them. He was her only blood relative. She stood on the docks, praying fervently for his homecoming. She waited and waited, but still her father would not return. So she called out to the stormy sea, "Blue dragon, god or fisherman, anyone, please save my father's life. I will do anything." At that moment, a massive bolt of lightning struck the water, and the ocean suddenly became calm. Her father's ship returned safely, But the gods were cruel. They had taken away her voice. But that was not all. Her voice became switched with her father's, his rough fisherman's voice. The father now spoke in Lily's sweet, dulcet tones. From that day on, he refused to ever speak again. Huh. That year, a traveling theatrical troupe visited the village. Such bad timing it was. Lily fell in love with one of the actors. I tried everything to get her voice back to no avail. The only way was to kill her father. One fateful night, Lily came to me speaking in her father's voice. See, mother, give me that dagger. The blade you use in your rituals? I've made a decision. It was shameful, but one look into her eyes and I froze completely. Uh-oh, we're getting a little look into that scene.
Yes, I understand.
Voice acting.
I'll make this short. Okay. By the mercy of the blue dragon. No, it may have been a curse. Lily's pretty voice was switched with her father's gruff voice. And the only way to get her own beautiful voice back was for her to kill her father. Having fallen in love with an actor in a traveling troupe, Lily took my ceremonial dagger to kill her father. That's where we left off, correct? That's right. Give me the sharpest knife so that my father won't suffer for too long. Horrible, isn't it? Just thinking about it gives me the shivers. I still remember the horror. Lily's pretty lips spoke those horrible words in the gruff voice of an old fisherman. She didn't kill her father right away, though. She couldn't. Every night, she would go to her father's bedroom and stand beside his bed. She would lay the dagger on her father's bearded throat. But still, she couldn't commit the final act.
I wouldn't think she would be able to.
Just stand there in silence for a while. Then she would leave the room with tears in her eyes. Every night, the same routine. But actually, her father was not asleep.
Oh no.
He was ready to die if it meant that his daughter would have her beautiful voice back. The daughter, standing at her father's bedside. The father, pretending to be asleep while his daughter places a dagger to his throat. My heart aches every time I picture the scene. And finally, the troupe was ready to move out of the fishing village the next day. Lily made up her mind and entered her father's bedroom again.
I guess this time she did it.
Was empty.
Oh.
Her father knew she'd leave the village with the theater troupe, so he thought, I'll send her off with a little something. And he had gone out to sea in search of some fish you could catch only on the night of new moon. But irony of ironies, that very night, a storm rolled in and the seas raged wildly. The next day, the sun reappeared and rose high overhead, but there was still no sign of Lily's father. It was just like that night some while ago. Then, as the sun was going down again, the debris of a fishing boat washed ashore from the crimson red ocean.
She never gained her voice, I guess.
Everyone knew her father was dead.
I guess she
Lily
had to be the one that had
cried
to
and
commit to the
cried
kill
in
to get the
despair.
voice back.
Now neither her voice nor her father would ever return. Her cries echoed all over the village, cries like a wounded beast. Oh, oh, oh,
That sounds
oh,
terrifying.
oh. The young man from the theater troupe went to Lily's house to console her, but she would not let him in. Of course, he never knew that the hideous cries coming from the other side of the wall were Lily's own. Late that evening, after the sun went down, the cries came again. Oh! 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 Lily's voice had grown hoarse from her
Oh, good
endless
lord.
wailing, making it sound even more fearsome. But then another very strange sound joined in. Shloop, shloop, splat,
That's footsteps, right?
shloop, shloop, splat. It was like a wet, sloppy piece of meat slithering across the ground.
It's
The
someone
sound
walking,
was
yeah.
coming from the harbor, and it was getting closer and closer. Sloop, 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 splat.
I love the voice actor for this.
And then the gulls started to screech too, perhaps because they wanted that meat. Shloop, shwee, shwee, shloop, shloop, splat, shloop,
I
splat,
love the
shloop,
voice actor for this.
The sound stopped right in front of Lily's house. Soon, the door began to open.
I don't think they have locks on their doors.
See, Mother! See, Mother!
Oh, the story got interrupted. See, Mother! It's the Adept! The Adept is here. What? You people are... Well, I never. Aren't you rude, then? You can't just come barging in, yelling and flailing about. Now you look to me as if you've seen a ghost. Have we met before? No. Not at all. I... I just, didn't expect to see such a beauty in a place like this. My apologies. Oh, it's Susan! Looks like I'm finally needed again. I was scared it was Roger Bacon, cause he's a warlock as well. You! It's the Quack Oracle. You can drop the quack part, kid. Long time no see. Hmm? And who's this? Someone from the railroad company? I'm Margaret. I'm a high-ranking government official from a certain large country. Ah, another shady-looking old fellow. So who are you? Master Zuzan, thank you for coming. We've been expecting you. Sorry to keep you waiting. Some idiot blew up the railway depot and the trains aren't running. Yeah, some idiot, alright. Isn't this Alice? Whew. That's a mighty powerful curse she's under. But you needn't worry anymore. My arts are as good as useless against it. More than 10 have died so far. It's not about your lack of power, Mother. It's the man pulling the strings. It's the man pulling the strings. It's him. What do you mean? You know why Lily came back? Oh, I have a pretty good idea. I'm starting to see who might be behind all of this. Oh, it's Susan. Don't worry. I know it's hard, but this will be over soon, I promise. Just stick it out a little longer. Lily is in pain too. Somebody forced her to come back. Yes, I know. I know exactly who it is and what he's up to. You just take it easy and get some rest. I assure you it'll be all over by tomorrow morning, okay? Yes, thank you. Now then, I'm gonna need you two to help. Our first task is to rid this town of its ghosts. What do you say? Are you with me? What do you say? You want to tag along? If that'll save Alice, you better believe it. Same here. Okay, let's strike while the iron's hot. Good. Let's get cracking then. First, we've got to find the place that they're all getting in from. My guess would be somewhere down by the water. There's sure to be a mark at the spot where they enter. We need to destroy it. Monsters are everywhere outside. Be careful. I shall look after the girl. Right. We'll leave her to you. Don't worry, it won't take long. Alright, let's get going. Uh-oh. Let's see what this is. But give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna do a quick BRB super fast. Just gotta go get something from the kitchen, and I'll be right back. Give me a second, guys. Alright, I am back, guys. Let me go ahead and take this off the screen for you guys. And, let's get it going. Alright. Just had to get my coffee. Alright. Let's get this started. So these three are in the port of Dalian, and the Caucasian girl has been stricken with a curse? Yes. The man and the woman have set out to destroy the monsters that have been appearing in the town. That's how they're gonna break the spell on the girl. At least that's what they said. There's no question. Alice Elliott. Alright. I'm curious about how they got that information. So the other two must be the thin young man and Malkovich. Very well. The beast is caught in its trap. Yes, we must proceed with caution. Excuse me? Sending in brute strength may not be the best way, in which case, perhaps I'd better do this myself. Excuse me, Lieutenant Colonel? I was wondering, that is, if you don't need me anymore. Yes, you may go. Oh, that's Cowardly Chen. I just saw the name just a second ago. That was the guy who entered into the building. Ah, okay, that's how they got the information. But dang, he got over here fast. Yes, you may go. Get your money before you leave. And one more thing, you must not breathe a word of this to anyone. Have you got that? Huh? Oh, of course. Honestly, I've already got a terrible memory, so I've already forgotten the whole thing. Just thinking about something. Somebody! At once! Yes, Lieutenant Colonel. I've never seen you before. Are you new? Oh my god, that chin. I'm Sergeant Kato, ma'am. Reporting for Tokyo from my post. My expertise is... I'm sorry, but could you leave the self-introductions for later? We don't have the time for this now. I want you to dispose of the man that just left this room. Make it look like a traffic accident. Yes, Lieutenant Colonel. What? Sergeant Kato, you're coming to Dalian with me. Get a boat ready. Boat, ma'am? I don't care what kind. Any old thing will do. You understand? If so, we will leave now. Follow me. Lieutenant Colonel, please wait. Alright, we're playing. Alright. Let's go ahead and go outside, and you gotta be careful. There's monsters out here. Let's go save our game though while we have this opportunity. And yeah. I don't know how helpful it will be, because I don't know how long he'll be here, but you know what? We'll give this to Zuzen. You got that 3 MP increase. And I like the fact that it gave us full HP and MP back. Sadly, the MP increase did not give Zuzen the increase, but whatever. Alright. Let's see. Oh, there's a thing here. Just as I expected. This is the mark that's summoning all the specters. If we get rid of this, the monsters disappear, right? Alright, let me at it. Alright, time to fight. A new battle theme? Oh no, not really. That's a crazy looking enemy. I'm just gonna fuse. This enemy looks insane. Yamaraja Wind. Oh my god. His physical defense is insane. Which means it's gonna be... I don't know if grenades counts as physical or special attack, but I'm gonna say it's special attack, right? Or we could infuse Fury with water and see if that works. This is the first time we get to actually try that.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Alright. Okay. Okay. I was about to say decent damage, but then it did a third hit. Oh, you got a new move. Oh, it's just add fire to physical. Just do Ogre Flame Dance because it looks like it's it has a lot of physical defense, and we got to focus on dealing special defense, special attacks. Yeah, it doesn't have very great special defenses. This might be a waste here, but let me go ahead and see. When you add water, well, it still counts as physical. I don't think this will really work, but you know what? Let's just test it out. Yeah, adding water doesn't change anything. It's still physical. I gotcha. All right. Well, anyways, in any case, let me go ahead and heal Yuri before he dies. Gotta watch out for these. Can't wait till we learn more skills. Let's heal. I don't know what's considered a small amount, but let's do it and see. 100 HP, that's not bad. Okay, I forgot that one's instant. I gotta remember that. I'd rather you do that, to be honest. Alright. So a bunch of special attacks that I possibly can. Throw a grenade. Perfect this time around.
Yeah, I can use some help here.
I'm never gonna get over that she goes from English straight to Japanese. This might be please. You should, yeah, you're gonna survive. A very tad bit, but survive nonetheless. Do we have an item that restores everyone's HP? No, we do not. We gotta make sure I get that perfect. I really need it. I need a lot of HP right now. Did we get the perfect timing last time? It was 103 this time. Probably so, I would have to guess. Anyways, let's dish out some more damage.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
Could use some help here. Sore! That's so funny. It's just so ridiculous to me. Alright. Throw some more fire at it. Look at that long arm of his. Gonna do this really crazy powerful combo where I'm gonna barely. Oh, it only attacked me one time. That's totally fine with me. Let me heal myself up before I take another one of those combos and get killed for sure. $102. Let's throw a grenade. And then get ready
Yeah, I
to
could
throw
use
some more
help.
fire at it, and hopefully it's dead. If the fight goes on for too long, we actually will be in danger. Or if he targets someone else with this combo, which there he goes. Okay, luckily she lived. Luckily. I'll use Yuri to heal Margaret. Yuri just became Yuri became the healer pretty much. Moon Howl. 137. That was a lot more HP. Why? Why did that work like that? That's kind of interesting. I'm not quite sure. I don't have any more MP with Yuri, so dangerous. I could have used Margaret to boost up the MP of Yuri.
Yeah, I could use some help here.
But if it doesn't die here, I'll just leave that to Zuzan. Shockwave, that's the AoE. Right? I think it is, right? Yeah. Zuzan is critically low. Everyone else will be fine. You know, I'll just use an item on Zuzan. This perfect timing will get... It's pretty much full HP, almost. I was hoping it was the 100, but it's fine. Let's do another flame dance. I'd rather it do AoEs, to be honest. The AoE doesn't do too much damage. And we can do at least 2... We can go 2 turns without, you know, getting killed here. And let me boost the MP of Yuri. Gonna need it. Margaret kind of needs MP as well, but right now what she needs is SP. Or she needs to be revived. Okay, no, she's 1 HP. That's insane. All right, first I'm gonna heal her up. I didn't get the perfect timing, but hey, that's pretty good. That's like 75% HP right there, or 118. Like I don't get how it works, but I don't get how it works. Let me flame dance while I have the opportunity. I'll bolster her SP on her turn. If it doesn't die here, right? It died. There you go. Man, we are critically low. Not so much on MP, but SP and MP. I mean, SP comes back at the end of battle, as you can see. Margaret got a level up. We also got the Seal of Life. I gotta see what that is. That takes care of that. But I wonder why this village was targeted by evil spirits in the first place. For generations, the villagers have worshipped the blue dragon at an undersea shrine just offshore. A month ago, lightning struck and the dragon was sealed away. As a result, Lily became a ghost. Wait a minute. That sounds familiar. It's just like what happened at Zhaoyang, isn't it? Which means, Mr. Smarty Sage, you know who the big boss is, right? Wait, we were attacked in Fengqian too. It's that old geezer Dehuai, isn't it? Oh, you've already met him, have you? At any rate, you are correct. He plays puppet master from his tower in Shanghai. He is attempting to gain control over the entire continent by using his Taoist magic in forbidden ways. What does Dehuai want from us? He wants Alice. Everyone wants Alice. In any case, we've successfully broken the spell that was cast over this village. Let's go back to the restaurant from before. Sounds good to me. Let me see what this seal of life is. Max HP increased 3 to 5. I'm gonna put that on Alice when I get her back. Also, I want to check something in the help screen. Specifically, is it battle? What is modulation areas? Raising characters? It might be that. But what is raising modulation areas? Oh, the Judgment Ring stuff, I guess. Yeah, that's fine. I already know about that. I already know about SP and all that stuff. Raising characters. Oh, so if characters go unconscious or berserk, they don't get XP at all. If you own any talisman, the screen also displays the acquired soul energy status. This is what I was looking for, the soul energy. I wanna understand how to raise this faster if there's something for it. It's probably just go into the fusion form and just use a lot of the skills, but I wanna know if there's a little bit more information. If you, cause I could be going for a while here, like I'm barely getting any like XP or points into soul energy, so I wanna understand how it works. If you own, I probably have to look it up. If you own any talisman, the screen also displays. Oh, okay, I already read that. If a seal is shining, it means that you've gained the required soul energy for that class in the battle you just fought. Soul energy, huh? Let me do a quick lookup just to get some more information. I just want to understand how this works. Shadow Hearts. Soul energy. I want to understand how this works. Well, at least we have some beautiful music in the background. I love this song. Okay, so for example, Shadowheart's soul energy can only be gained when Yuri is in the active party, and enemies will drop specific amounts of souls tied. Oh, so it has nothing to do with me fusing or using set skills. It's just the enemies you defeat. Okay, that's... I like that. I like that more, to be honest, because it makes just going out and fighting, and you can grind XP and soul energy at the same time. For example, the Kappa enemy is a water elemental and will add souls to the water soul energy icon for the water aligned fusions. Once Yuri has enough souls of an element, he must visit the graveyard to unlock the aligned fusion. Oh, I'm gonna do that right now. And I'm gonna do that right now if I get to that save. Let me see if there's a little bit more information before I move on, but I think I'm about understand it. I think I understand it. Okay, which will level up the weaker beast. Also, you only head up the graveyard to advance. Um, 200k money, perfects every time. Doing discs. Okay, so I'll check the graveyard out. I just want to sorry about the little sorry about staring at nothing here. Just want to gain some information. That way I can get the best benefits out of this game, and I'm not just, progressing the story and doing all this extra stuff and really skimping out on, something important like the soul energy. Because that to me seems like it's really important. Let's get to the graveyard. Uh, how many tents do I have? Well, I'm not gonna fight the thingy. So for now, I'll be fine. Let me just stay safe here, so just in case I'm wrong, and I do go back, to go fight. Okay, so you get to see your soul energy. That's pretty cool. See, like we have a level 1 on Earth and Wind and Dark. I don't have a Dark, character, or do I? I think the other one was Earth, so I don't think so. Okay. But if it's level 1, if it's level 1, do we gain anything? Because all I've ever done was just go to the graveyard for Malice, but, there's probably some, like, look at this, right here, it's lit up. Hold on, let me go to that. From the seal of the grave, a soul glows with an eerie light as if the soul of a new creature was born. Fight the fusion monster? Oh! Look at that! Oh my god. Gonna have some texture breaks whenever that happens, but that's fine. Okay, so I was right. I'm glad I looked that up. To me, that's important. To me, I just don't want to skimp out on all of this. Like this looks like this is a big part of the game. There's no reason as to why I'm gonna be ignoring it, and you know, throughout the entire game you're getting points for it. That's like playing Final Fantasy X and just ignoring the skill tree. You know what I mean? It's like what the heck? Anyways, let's do this. So we can gain new fusions from these. So there should be one more lit, right? I don't know. We'll see. We probably already fought the other one. Alright, so we got this one to fight here. Tornado. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and... Okay, Death Emperor was Darkness. The one we use is actually Earth. I always thought it was Wind. Alright, well I'm going to Raging Tiger. And let's do this. Oh, almost got that perfect timing. I thought we killed it. I was like, well, the fusion was useless. Falcon. Buffs its agility plus 15. Wind shear. 41, that's not big. Killed it. There we go. Alright. We did it. Got Fusion Soul, the soul of Tornado. And as you can see, like I said, the emulator is a little bit buggy when it comes to this game, when it comes to some textures, but that is such a minor inconvenience to me. Alright. A feeling of jealousy boils within you. You receive the soul of Tornado. Nice. Its equipment. Soul. Equip Tornado. Alright. Oh, they have stats to them. I never realized. Okay, Raging Tiger has better physical attack anyways. It's just better all around, to be honest. Except for the special defense. If you're fighting something magical, don't even use Raging Tiger. Alright, if you're looking for something more special attack focused, use Tornado. And we're about to find out what it can do. Tornado. It's wind, of course. Dancing Breeze is the first skill. Cures the target's poison, paralysis, and confusion, I mean. Okay. We won't be paralyzed because I put that, that accessory on, that equipment piece on to prevent paralysis. But hey, poison and confusion still a thing. And also the third, or... I don't know if we can get 4 party members in our party at once, but... If so, then that's a thing. Raises target's agility. Okay. Raises target's agility. Slashes the targets with a blade of wind. Okay. So we have a status abnormality curative here. Um, Something to raise agility. So it seems like every single time the first skill is always the, something when it something that it comes to a stat. Or abnormality, I guess in this case. And the second one is always supportive. I mean, the first one can be support as well, but the second one is primarily support, physical defense, raise a special attack for someone, and increasing agility. And the third one is always the attack. I gotcha. Interesting to note. And I like that we get to see the Judgment Ring, how they look here. So that way we can just see how they work. In that battle that I was just doing a second ago, in that boss battle, I should have definitely went with Death Emperor. So that way I could do raise the special attack for like Zuzan, and then I could do like Dark Messenger. I believe the special attack for the Death Emperor was weaker though. uh, no, not at all. It's just the physical defense is 1 point less, so I would have taken a tiny bit more damage. But other than that, we're good. What's information? Okay. Oh, this is just much easier to check. Okay, this is much easier. I'd rather just pull this up instead of just looking at this screen here. Okay. And I'm realizing that each one of our skills and attacks, by the way, for example, like Death Emperor, Drain Wave is dark, Curse Attack is not an element. The Dark Messenger is dark. You got Raging Tiger with some Earth skills and Tornado with some Wind skills. I'm guessing the more soul energy you get, the more points you get into that specific element, the stronger these moves become. So that's something to that's a reason to grind out some of these things. And I guess we can't go in here. This is probably one of the last things we do in this game. Yeah. And I'm not gonna cure my status my malice, because I do want to go and see. I do want to see this Reaper. I do want to try seeing how it is, see how the battle flows from it. I kind of want to see if there's any positives. Do we get stronger enemies? Do we get more enemy encounters? Stronger enemies? More XP gain, more item drop rate, more money, stuff like that. That's what I mean when I'm asking, is there any positives? Anyways, we're done here. We should be done with this entire town at this point. Woo! Dang it. I think we're. Let me do a quick. Let me do a fast. I do want to check something. Hold on. I do want to check something. Let me go ahead and reboot this, the emulator. I don't want to miss out on that chest. I don't know if we can get it now, but we saved, so we're okay. Make sure you guys can see that. Yep. Alright. Let me make sure I can grab that chest. Alright. Make sure this is the correct save. Where I have the soul. Yeah. Are we able to get that chest now? We can go in here now. Anything? Oh, there's an item here. You received the tent. Nice. Alright, well, we could have missed the tent, potentially. And maybe the shop? Oh, yeah, we can't get the shop, but we at least got the tent. Yeah, he won't let me in here. Okay. Anything special with his dialogue? Nope. Oh, I can actually buy some stuff for Zuzan. Zuzan, are you gonna join me now? I'll buy this for you. Dang, we could have bought this for the boss fight. Oh, Lord. I'll buy it. I don't feel like Zuzan will be leaving us so fast. Just a feeling. I hope I'm I hope I'm right. Yeah, but this would have been beneficial for that boss fight. Oh well, though. Alright. Equipment on Zuzen. Change this into that, and that into that. And let's go and sell those. Alright. We got those put up. Also, I probably could put equipment on him too. Yeah, I could have done so much. Oh well. I think the voodoo doll gives you 2 extra special defense, although you don't really need it. No poison or knockback on you for the time being. You can escape even when allies are berserk. Anything interesting with you? Fog is lifted. Did you do this? Incredible. Go and see the sea hag right away. I will. And anything here, man, I'm not gonna miss any items, right? Just in case you proceed and we don't get to come back here. No, it seems like we've wrapped everything. Yeah. Alright. Oh, Yuri! Everybody! You're back! Ah, you've recovered! Oh, and see, Mother. I don't think Dalian will be having any more ghost trouble. However, the fact that Lily herself did not appear does concern me. We are indebted to you. On behalf of everyone in this village, I thank you. Don't mention it. But, you know, I feel like some sort of karmic bond brought us all together here. Will you listen to what I've got to say? Ah, don't go all formal on us. Just spill the beans. Well, we have the Black Tortoise of the north and the Blue Dragon of the east. They're 2 of the 4 gods of directions. Someone is trying to seal them away to further his own evil ends. Dehuai? Yeah. Now this is the most important part. The villain is Dehuai. He's after you, Alice. Yeah, you were saying that before too, but why is he after Alice? I don't get it. Or hey, maybe this Dehuai guy's just some sick old perv with a Lolita complex. Now. Well, Alice, is there something you can tell us about this? Yes, please, I want some information. Actually, I don't know anything at all about this man named Dehuai. Except, when Bacon murdered my father in France a month ago, the last thing he said to me was, there are dark warlocks trying to bring about the valorization. I won't let them make you their key. Alice, a key? So you're no ordinary demon eyes, girl. The star within you shines far brighter than that. Lily's power was nothing compared to yours. I'm not surprised there are warlocks seeking to abuse it. Your father gave his life to protect you from them, correct? Yes, and in the end, he sent me far away. He used up the very last of his strength to keep me safe. What? So you gotta keep running forever and ever? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. We could always make for Shanghai and go after Dehuai ourselves. What say you? Master Zuzan, if Dehuai is preparing for another valorization, indeed, it would mean a repeat performance of the nightmare we lived through 15 years ago. The nightmare 15 years ago? The valorization? It's a ritual that in effect turns the entire world upside down. Dehuai attempted the valorization once before, Countless people lost their lives in the catastrophic earthquakes and disasters that followed. 15 years ago, huh? So this valorization didn't work? You must be joking. If he succeeded, it would have meant the end of the world. As I recall, a certain man stood in Dehuai's way and gave his life to stop the process of the valorization. I have a feeling that's Yuri's dad. Having lost half his body in that battle, Dehuai went underground. Oh, lost half his body underground. I mean, he lost half his body in the battle. Is that the, they're not talking about, I don't think that's Yuri's dad then. I thought that Hawaii was the old man that Roger Bacon was talking to. It might be. But that guy had half his body completely destroyed. He had a peg leg, his right and his his left arm, I think it was, is completely destroyed. Basically his left side was like gone. He had no arm on the left side besides some fake weird demonic arm, and he had a peg leg. Interesting. Gotta get more information though. But now he's plotting his comeback. Yes, plotting secretly to carry out the valorization rite known as the Demonic Gate Invocation. Demon's Gate Invocation? So if we don't, like, stop it, this battle will go on forever, right? I like it. Let's say we go to Shanghai. I want to go to Shanghai too. I can't keep running like this forever. Not if confronting Dehuai will help me understand why my father died. You're all going? This means I'm outnumbered. Guess I'm in this thing with you to the end then. But how are we gonna get to Shanghai? If we go over land, the Japanese army will catch us at a checkpoint for sure. And I've had enough of flying. You can use my boat. Uh-oh, who's this? Oh, this is Kawashima. She found us. Evening, everybody. Hey, are you eavesdropping on us? I didn't mean to. I just happened to overhear. I didn't expect to get into port this late, you see. There was some big fuss going on about monsters. It was all I could do to protect my goods. Oh? And what business are you in, miss? It does seem rather late for honest traders to be out and about. The same boat could be said of you, no? At any rate, I'm a courier. Of course, courier is a bit euphemistic. To put it bluntly, I'm a smuggler. Based on what I've overheard, you're looking for a way into Shanghai. And that means sneaking past the Japanese army, right? No need for explanations, I guess. So you got a boat? Yes, but it's old. The army thinks it's a fishing boat and they let it right through the checkpoints. You never guessed there might be a contraband under the floorboards, even if it's human. I don't know how comfortable I am with this, but what would you ask in return? You tell me. You could say I'm a little short on cash. Alright, it's a deal. Excellent. I'll go ahead to the boat. Make your preparations and meet me there at first light. I don't like this, and I don't like her. Don't fret. You'll find people making a living slipping under the eye of the law anywhere you go. Is that the kind of person you think that woman is? Most likely. Besides, do you have any better ideas? Yes. You should call it a night and get some rest at the inn. See, Mother has a point. Let's get going. Yeah, that's Kawashima, so that's one of our enemies. But our characters have never met them, Kawashima before. Ugh, morning already? At least we got a little rest. Where are the other kids? You're finally up, huh, kid? Margaret's already left. And I think that's the acupuncture guy on the left. Now, this is the most important part. The villain is Dehuai. Oh, shut up. You were dead asleep. Yuri, let's get going. It is this guy, right? Yep. Fishermen have it best. The little city slickers just don't know. Maybe here's a good place to settle. Here for some acupuncture treatment or some moxibustion? Yes. Let's go ahead and, while I have the opportunity, well, let me make double sure. There's no new equipment. Nope, there's no new equipment. Okay. And dang, this kid is still here. Hey, you're the ones that killed all the mean old monsters, right? You saved us. Here, I want you to have my treasure. Go ahead and take it. Okay, there we go. You received Flare Brooch. Okay, let's check that out. Flare Brooch. SP consumed during fusion is decreased by 20%. Okay. Let's go ahead and put that on. It increases my stats. Plus 2 physical attack. Plus 2 physical defense. Yeah, plus 2 special attacks. Plus 2 special defense. Okay. And besides, SP consumed during fusion decreased. That's pretty good. For long, drawn-out battles, that would be really helpful because drawn-out battles are pretty rough. I gotta admit. Anyways, we are okay. We have. Oh, Margaret's not in the party. Okay, she's probably outside or something. That's probably why. In the meantime, I don't really like the Star Brooch as much. But yeah. Even if it's a -1 in physical defense, I'm still gonna give you this because I don't like paralysis. I will do what I can to try to negate such a thing. And because I do want to upgrade as much as I can, is there any things that I'm gonna be getting rid of here? I should get rid of something. I don't want to sell some accessories that might come in handy though. Like, I don't think this will ever come in handy, but I want to hold on to it. And the voodoo doll would definitely come in handy if some things get really difficult. And I'm not big into Star Brooch, but selling it for only a 10 measly points? Like, no. Even if I increase it, you're going to put it to, like, 11. Not worth it. So not really. I could get rid of the whiff of the hit area. Dang it. Whoops. But I got to think about it. Let me go ahead and do this. Raise that up. Okay. Let's do this. Wait. Okay. Always gonna be the same thing that he says, I mean. I'm really debating on should I sell the was it the Star Brooch? It's not the Star Brooch, the Jade Lariat. Like, it just makes things easier. But I think with enough skill, you don't have to I'll sell it. I really believe that with enough skill, you don't have to worry. And besides, the acupuncture stuff is amazing because you don't have to worry about, it'll increase the whiff anyways, the whiff area. So it's not the worst thing in the world. It's actually really good. So let's sell that. Okay. I will help out Alice here. No. Probably not. Probably Zuzan, to be honest, because Alice's attack increasing isn't gonna really help. If anything, for her, I'll increase the hit area. But I can only do 2 on Zuzan. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's see what Susan says. Hold on, stop right there. I'm not into that. No! Alright. Alice, it's kind of expensive for you. And I barely have any points. I will. Can I give it to? I can get. Yeah. I can put 1 point of the hit increase. To, Yuri. I almost forgot his name for a second. Okay. Alright, so that's that. Let's get out there and first time we're out here when it's daytime. Let's see what everyone says now. I wanna hurry and grow up so I can be a big fisherman too. Alright. Get that save. Let's chat up with the rest of the NPCs as we move about. I can put my fish out to dry again. Thanks. Would you bring this to Sea Mother for me? She loves fish, so you might receive something in return. Receive dried fish. Hey, look at that. You see? Talking with the NPCs is worth it. They tell me you're the ones who got rid of the evil spirits for us. Wow. I underestimated you. Is that a chest? It is. Was this always there? Key of the Healer. Oh yeah, and I can increase this on Alice here. Key of the Healer restores HP and MP to a character. See what you say. The ghosts are gone. I guess this means people are gonna come crowding into the port again. Alright, let's go see Sea Mother to hand that over to her. Greetings, friends. Did you get some rest? Leaving already? Be careful out there. The spirits are gone from the harbor, but they still roam the ocean. I will pray for your safety. Oh, is this fish for me? Thank you. This is my favorite. I'll tell you something. A man who died from Lily's curse left a strange message. It's about where he kept an extra stash of money. Oh! I didn't look into it too much, but maybe you'd find something useful. I don't understand what he means. He said, where the turtle looks, takes 3 steps. Okay. Where the turtle looks, take 3 steps. What does that mean? Okay. I think I might know what he's talking about. I wonder if this will be enough to let Yen Yen rest in peace. The word's out on the street. I'm really not that filthy. Oh, this is a lottery member? I guess he didn't allow me previously. Count me in. So you ready or what? Let's try to get the, we do not want the light blue, green, or white. I always want to get the red. The red just always looks like it's the best thing to get. Oh god, look how small it is. Did I get it? Heck yeah, I did. Here's the goods. You received Pocket Watch. Don't blab your mouth about me. Don't blab your mouth about me not being so filthy, you hear? That was the only lottery ticket we had, right? Oh, we have 2 more. We have 2 more. Let's see what the Pocket Watch is. It has to be an yeah. Renders Judgment Ring abnormalities ineffectual. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. That's actually pretty good. I really like this song. Poison's whatever. I don't care about being poisoned. I'll replace that with the Pocket Watch. Let's play with the lottery 2 more times. Let's try to grab the tiger hair. Okay, so you can't get the same item twice. We're only gonna get the tiger hair and we're gonna hold the lottery tickets. The yellow one, alright. Nice. Here's the goods. Received, I think that's white tiger hair? Don't, okay. I don't know if it's an... Okay, it's an item. Users hit area is cut in half, but attack power is doubled. Oh wow. That's actually pretty good. With enough skill, like I said, the Judgment Ring won't ever be a problem. Do you say anything different? Hello and welcome. We can never repay you for what you've done for us. Wanna buy something? It would have been nice if you gave me some discounts, some big discounts, but oh well. I'm already broke as it is. Alright. Let's move on out of here. Remember, there is some stash of money hidden where the turtle faces 3 steps forward or something like that. We already know what there was a turtle was in here. If you let me through. Yeah, sure. Don't even have enough money. Oh, Lord. Lord. Hold on. I'll sell something. Let me go sell something real fast. That's funny to me. Man, I kind of need all of this. I will sell the shell bracelet. Like I said, I don't really care about being poisoned. Not that strong in this game. And, in any case, I can always rebuy it with enough grinding. Let me state save so that way I don't waste my money here. I'm fine. Okay. Where the turtle faces 3 steps forward. Press the X button at the right time so that you hit all 3 times. Okay, yep. Okay, is this it? I think it was a bit higher than this, but just learning. More tries. Be like here somewhere, I think. Like right here, I think. 3rd key. What is that? Max 3 sweeps of indicator with successful action. Doesn't sound like the water cache. Where the turtle was facing. Maybe this way, over right here? Terra leaf, no. Okay. Return it. It wasn't bad at all, but it wasn't the wad of cash. Let me go back in. Turtle was here. Like, if we're talking about this turtle, I mean. Yeah, I could, probably not. Maybe, I don't know. What's here? Terra leaf. Oh! That was bad. Oh, the item just completely gets lost. Oh my god. Let me just try that again on that spot. I don't know if this is the spot where I was That I messed up on. Let me speed this up too. A pure leaf. That's not what I need. They said there was this huge wad of cash. Come on. Maybe it's not even here. I feel like it is though. I think this is way too far. So what is a pure leaf? Yeah, it's not really worth it. Let me read what she said one more time. Where the turtle looks, walk 3 steps. There's no actual, like, turtle symbols anywhere, right? That's not a thing. Pay a bit more close attention to my surroundings here. It could be also like a character, like a turtle, you know. Not like they look like a turtle or anything, but they're kind of reminding you of a turtle with how slow they're walking or something like that. Like, for example, here, this old person could be... Clearly there's nothing here, but you may never know. I'm wasting a lot of time here, though. It's probably not even talking about this area, for all I know. I wonder if I wonder if Lily's soul will ever be at peace. I still think about her whenever I see the ocean. Oh, the pedometer stuff. Pedometer service. I've done 262 steps. Do I lose my steps? Like, for example, if I take the stair extract. You do. Ah, I see. I don't think a dare extract is it is an in-game item, so I will take it though. Ah, you could use money to boost up your steps. Anything here? There's an item here. The Talisman of Luck. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. I'm gonna move on though. Regardless, cash is, you know, be nice to have, but I'm gonna be here all day. I don't even know if it's talking about this place. Hey, the boss told me all about you. Ready to leave? Yes. Let's push off. That's Gato or Kato. Okay, all aboard. Smuggler's boat. Let me say before I head out, just in case. Okay. I had to turn the fan on. I'm getting a little hot in here. Ugh. What the hell happened? Ugh. Are you alright? Is he seasick? No. But you seem a little better than before. At least you can talk now. I guess. Oh god, this isn't right. Do boats always rock like this? Oh, he is seasick. Why don't you try going out on the deck? The fresh air might do you some good. Yeah. Maybe I'll try that. Maybe I better come with you. You still look pretty shaky. No, no. I'll be fine. Oh my god. There's a chest here, though. The rosewood bracelet. Alright, let's go up the steps. The girl, Alice, possesses extraordinary powers. She would make an excellent research subject. The young man who calls himself Yuri also wields unusual forces. In the future, our country must... What about my future? Eek! Hey, what are you doing there? It's not polite to find out. It's not polite to try to find out a lady's secrets, sonny boy. Ugh. What's with the memo? What's it say? What? Oh, you mean this? Oh, this old thing? It's just my diary. I thought I'd better write down each and every detail of this exciting adventure. Good idea, no? I couldn't care less. Ew, gross. Don't you dare throw up. Go. Ew, gross. Don't swallow it. Ugh, I'm done for. How filthy. How disgusting. Go lie down or something. Shoot, shoot. Oh. Time to keep dragging my body through this place. Hmm? Why is this locked? What are they up to in there? This place is filthy. It's gotten quite foggy. Yes, but not to worry. The boat is sailing smoothly. You know, I didn't think we'd actually have it this easy. You're incredible, Lieutenant Kawashima. They really think we're their own personal couriers. So from Shanghai, all we have to do is get them on the special charter and rush them off to Japan. We can't let our guard down. These people butchered the soldiers on these people butchered the soldiers on the Trans-Siberian Express. Yes, well, I heard about that incident too, but I can't imagine that the girl could be capable of such a thing. She seems so sweet. I mean, just look at how she takes care of the young man who's been sick ever since we left port. It could have been him, that Yuri, that did the butchering. Kato. Yes? I wanted to see for myself. I wanted to see the girl and her friends with my own eyes. I assume you've heard about the old man in Shanghai who continues to plot against our army? Yes, I don't know the details, but Dehwai seems to be a warlock with the powers of an adept. Correct. Thanks to him, we're having great difficulty to gaining any measure of power in Shanghai. He's a sharp old scoundrel, that Dehwai. They say he tried the ultimate Taoist magic 15 years ago and was about to blow Japan to bits. Really? Who knows? It could just be an exaggeration. Something my father let slip when he was drunk. Apparently a colonel in Black Ops was just barely able to stop Dehwai's ritual at the last moment. It had to be Yuri's father. Although it said that he lost half his body, that doesn't really make sense. I had no idea. I don't know how much of it is true, but I think that at least some part of it really happened. The bloated desk jockeys we take our orders from don't have a clue about the size of this country. They know even less about the teeming varieties of people and ways of thinking here. This utopia we're pushing, it's nothing more than a dirty trick shrouded in a cute name. Even I might just be another cog in the wheel of this scheme, helping it move ever onward. The people here are victims of politics. All they really want to do is get on with their lives. It's no surprise this land would produce a warlock like Dehwai. At least he makes things interesting. Lieutenant Colonel, what do you think the connection between Dehwai and Alice is? Ah, forgive me for going on and on. It's just boring talk. Not at all, ma'am. I always like to hear your thoughts, Lieutenant Colonel. You're a funny fellow, aren't you? Fine, let's get back to the subject at hand. I've been tracking Dehoi for some time. Eventually, I learned of the girl he was so desperate to catch. Is this Alice? Yes. She was a unique spiritual power. Even Suji met his death when he encountered her. Dehoi will stop at nothing to get her. If used properly, she'll be an asset to the Shanghai offensive. I wish to find out whether she will be a help, or a hindrance to Japan's invasion into the mainland, of the mainland. A Shanghai offensive, so the Japanese army can take the mainland. Is that your real motivation, Lieutenant Colonel? Ugh, I can't hear them. What are they babbling about? Looks like Yuri heard none of it. I thought he would have definitely heard. And there's Zuzen. Let me get over to him. Whew! The sun's gone down and the fog's rolling in. Ugh. What's with the scowl, Pops? Don't tell me you're throwing up from seasickness. Ugh. That will be you, if I'm not mistaken. Hey kid, are you feeling better now? And what do you make of this unearthly aura? It seems to rise from the sea and permeate the boat. Unearthly aura? Ugh. Sorry, buddy. I'm dealing with some pretty earthly problems right now. Hey, watch it, will you? Do not soil my robes. Go. Damn, now I'm dry heaving. Aren't we in Shanghai yet? How much longer till how much longer will it take? You should be there by a little afternoon tomorrow. What? It won't last that long, pal. Hey kid, if you're gonna kick the bucket, do it over there, will you? Some help you are. Wouldn't you have at least brought some medicine for this kind of thing? You and Miss Spy Genius are big meanies. Alice is the only one who really cares about me. What about this? It seems to be a live well for storing the catch. Okay. Is this anything to keep in mind? Nope. I guess we're gonna be going back to Alice, probably, or something happens along the way, who knows. Probably the door opens or something, I don't know. Back down we go. Yuri, are you okay? You didn't come back. I was getting worried. Yeah, I'm fine. I learned just how kind you are, Alice, and how cold the rest of the world is. Phew. Susan and Margaret say there's something wrong outside, but what could it possibly be? Speaking of there being something wrong, Yuri, your disposition has changed since I first met you. It seems like you're changing more and more all the time. Maybe it has something to do with your powers. I'm worried about you. It's like there's a dark shadow hanging over you, and it's getting stronger. Oh? Well, yeah, my powers have just gone a little wild since I met up with you, and now I'm confused with more spirits. But hey, I say things are fine just the way they are. The way they are? I haven't had any headaches lately. No mystery voice either. I must be doing something right. If you're right about the voice wanting to tell me something, and what the voice says is true, then I want to know whose voice it is. I've decided to protect you at all costs. So I'm fine with things the way they are. Yuri. But you know... Yes? If I were to get devoured by the spirits inside of me that I've fused with, if they take over and I'm not myself anymore, you've got to kill me, Alice. No hesitation. Oh, come on. That's not funny. It's no joke. Don't worry. You won't lose to those monsters, so it won't happen. I believe in you. Hey, you two, something's going on. Uh-oh. Oopsie. Did I come at a bad time? Am I in the way, perhaps? What is it already? What's going on? Something big. You two had better come outside. Let's go. Uh-oh, I feel like we're gonna fight some gigantic boss fish or something. But, unfortunately, we've run out of time, guys. This is gonna be it for today. I could stream tomorrow afternoon at same time, 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys are interested in more Shadow Hearts, come by then, and we'll be seeing what the heck is going on. We're gonna see how we can somehow escape from Kawashima, because Kawashima now has us in the palm of her hands. So we'll be seeing how that turns out, and yeah, we'll be seeing how things end up panning out. But in the meantime, I'm gonna be finding who to go and raid. Let me see what we have. Ooh, oh wait, I forgot I can't raid this person. I would have loved to have raided them though. That sucks. You know what? Let's go ahead and raid. Oh, did he get a new account or something? Oh no, I guess he just changed his name. Okay, I'm gonna go and raid background guy. Background guy 02, I guess he goes by now. BGG02. A background guy is streaming Bahamut Lagoon, although it looks like he's showing his cats for a quick second. But you know what? Cute cats. Fun JRPG on the PlayStation 1. I believe that was PS1. It could be SNES. My memory's a little hazy on it. I haven't seen that game in a while. But it's a good retro JRPG. And yeah, I'm gonna just start the raid and hope you guys enjoy. And I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for another afternoon stream of Shadow Hearts. So take care, enjoy yourselves, and I hope you guys have a good one.